Trojan Trench for tonight's contest between the Winamac Warriors and your Triton Trojans Big Blue Slam. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we welcome Winamac as our guest at tonight's contest. We ask that all fans and players demonstrate an attitude of good sportsmanship throughout today's contest. Your cooperation and positive support is greatly appreciated. At this time, we would like to recognize teachers, administrators, office staff, and anyone else associated with the educational process. If you are a current, former, or representing someone associated with any of these groups, please stand at this time. From the Blue Slam Volleyball program, we would like to thank you for all you have done and continue to do to impact our lives. Please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we play the national anthem. Now, let's introduce the starting lineups. First for the visitors. Number 1, Abby Keller. Number 3, Grace Ross. Number 8, Ava Malco. Number 14, Miley Foster. Number 19, Brooke Roush. Number 20, Audrey Dixon. And your libero, number 0, Maggie Keller. The Lady Warriors are coached by Heather Caston. And now for your Triton Trojans Big Blue Slam. Number 1, Savannah Hawley. Number 3, Sophie Howell. Number 4, Sierra Hawley. Number 5, Clara Dahl. Number 9, Avery Viers. Number 28, Adeline Stichter. And your libero, number 6, Lydia Hammond. The Lady Trojans are coached by Derek Evelyn. The officials for tonight's contest are Gary Morris and Mark Yeoman.
All right, and the starting lineup's out there for both sides. Hi, everybody. I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here tonight, we have Caitlin Caden and the Hall of Famer O'Reilly. We're here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network, as we are live here from the terrace of the Trojan Trench. As Triton 16-9 on the year after it win 50%, 2 for 2 in that Tippecanoe Valley tournament. Winamac 3-15. I do not know what their record is as of today, as they played Tri-Township last night. But Winamac coached by Heather Caston and, of course, Derek Evelyn, the head coach for the Triton Lady Trojans. As we get ready for this one here tonight, another Hoosier North Conference matchup. This will be the 5th one for the Warriors, and for Triton, their 5th one. Although they played 5 games, this will be the 5th one for them, 6th one for the Trojans. So they'll have one more after this, which will be Caston to end the year. Triton last week went won all 3 games, going in 5 sets in back-to-back road games against Jimtown and Bethany Christian. We were there for one. Orion was there for the other one. We didn't have any sound or anything. We didn't talk during them, but we were there. So, right now, battle tested. Orion was at the other one. We were at the other. As he puts his headset on, figures it out here. Maybe.
There.
All right. So Triton will start with the volleyball to serve with Sophie Howell. Back to serve. That front row of Savannah, Sierra Hawley, and Clara Dahl for the Trojans. And an ace right out of the gate for Hawley. Or I'm sorry, Howell. My goodness. I'm a little slow today. She'll be in the back row with libero Lydia Hammond back in action, and Avery Viers Baker in the back row as well for the Trojans. Now Winamac back after that opening ace. Howell leaves it for Hawley. Setting it across there was Foster. Now Savannah Hawley finds an open spot and drops it down. Clara Dahl with the assist. In that front row for the Warriors will be Keller and Roth. Alongside Miley Foster in the back row will be Dickinson, Roush, and I believe that's Malco in the back middle position. Another ace for Sophie Howell. And Triton jumping out to a quick 3-0 lead. The JV won tonight in 2 sets. Winamac trying to get it back in play, and they do. Good effort there by the Warriors to keep it alive. Howell to Hawley, and that hit goes into the net. And back to serve now, Abby Keller. Hawley to Howell, she rolls it across. Roth swings, drives it, but it goes out of bounds. Good setup there on the front line. This is a young team here for this Winamac team. 4 seniors. Triton has 6. Hawley now serving. Malco as Keller brings it back into play. Roth gets it across. Here's Baker from Hall. From Howell. And for Avery, that's number 301 on the year. Came in today with 300. Sarah Hawley swings, gets it across. Triton with a 5-1 advantage. And Triton cannot recover before it hits. Sarah finding the front row with Miley Foster. Also now out there on the front line is Honchel. As Grace Roth goes back to serve. That one goes out of bounds. Triton won this one in last season in 3 sets at Winamac. Savannah Hawley serve, but just out the back line. Now Clara Dahl rotates in for Chupp. Of course, Clara having herself a year in the assist department. 380 coming into today. Here's Baker swings. Winamac setting up something here. Honcho gets it across. Howell leaves it for Dahl, tips it. They're going to say Winamac was into the net. They're going to say Malco was into the net down on the front line. Clara Dahl settling in. And now it goes off the side. Another ace for the Trojans. 3 here in this first set. And for Clara, that's number 32 on the year. Now Haley Cunningham will rotate in on the front line. We're trying to Sophie Howell gets a break. Triton setting it back up. Here's Baker, rolls it across, up near the front line, and she will make sure that does not come back. Dahl sets up again, Triton on a run. Keller leaves it for Honchel. Up near the front line, Honchel tips it across. Hawley with the stop. Dahl pushing it to the near side. Viers Baker swings through the block and drops it down. And Clara Dahl gets another one. Triton in that tournament played Cherubusco, South Bend, St. Joseph. They had a rematch with North Judson. And they finished off against Manchester, a team that's very good this year as well. Went 2-2, beat Cherubusco in 2 sets, lost to South Bend St. Joe in 3, beat Judson in 2 sets, and then lost to Manchester in 2 sets. We did not cover that. We were down watching the blowout.
Yeah.
Or the old-fashioned butt whooping. We couldn't hear half the time. It was a late night getting back. But
Well, I guess we can use that, or we had to leave. We wouldn't have been able to go because we would have had to left before it was over.
Yep, and it sounds like it went quite a while because they were into the late afternoon. So it was a long day.
They played 4 teams.
4 teams.
We played 4 teams here, didn't we?
Yes, but I think it was they're waiting on other gyms or waiting on a floor.
I've never been to Valley's auxiliary gyms or wherever that's at.
I have not either. But that's a good, I mean, then they played with a lot of those teams. I mean, Judson winning that one. I mean, they kind of held with Manchester. South Bend St. Joe went 3 sets. Here's Baker from Dahl, dropping it into the back left corner. Those two have combined for 3. Dahl continues to climb as Winamac still trying to put it in gear. The first set has not been kind to them this season. Getting outscored by opponents 13-5 in their opening set of the ball game. Like I said, this is a young team. A lot of promise. Malco on the return. Cunningham and Stichter up there for insurance, making sure no wasn't coming back across. Dahl now to go again. Roth swings, drives it down on the assist to Abby Keller. Now Jordan Honchel back to serve. Triton setting it up. Viers Baker leaves it for Cunningham. Tipped up front. Triton has one. Oh, they're going to say a lift, I believe. As all Triton was into the net. It was a good scramble. Back-to-back points for the Warriors. Honchel swings. There's a deep drive out the back row. Triton takes over. Audrey Dickinson, one of the 4 seniors, will rotate into the back right corner. Here's Baker with a line drive serve. Keller leads it to Triton into the net. Malco now dialing it up. Lydia Hammond on the return. Dahl to Hawley. Reaches up, tips it down, and gets the kill. Good to see Lydia Hammond back in the libero position. It's one tough person, Lydia Hammond. Look forward to see what she can do on the hardwood for basketball this year as Roth drives another one. Dahl with the bump set to Hawley, who swats it across. Roth setting it to the back row. The answer by Hammond to the near side. Hawley from Dahl again. And Lexi Kaufman now to check in. For Viers Baker, who gets a break. Hammond with a strong serve to the back row. Roth has to set it, but it goes into the net. Sophie Howell now going to rotate. As Cunningham comes off the floor. Hammond back again. And she will get the ace. I usually wait because if they say it's an ace, then I guess it's an ace. If I question it. Hammond serves it deep to the back row as Dickinson on the return. Roush swings on a nice pass. Just need to kind of flick that one down. Triton usually does pretty well coming out of the gate, 16-9 in the first set this season. Dickinson calls for it. Hammond, Dahl leaves it for Savannah. Hawley, who gets a nice swing up front. Roth from Roush. Hawley with the answer. Now Savannah will tip it over the front line. Roth swings. A little bit of a rally for both sides. Sierra Hawley drives it and drops it in the back line. Sierra Hawley picking up her third kill. 6th assist for Clara Dahl here in this first set. Lydia Hammond yet again, but this time goes out the back row. Brooke Roush now to serve. Drives it across. Lexi Kaufman on the return. Hawley to Howell to Hawley. My goodness, too many H's. Roth up front, gets it deflected back, but they're going to say the net denied it. Now Hosanna Chupp will check in. Sophie Howell back to serve. And an ace for Sophie, who now has 3 tonight. And Triton took control early in this first set as the libero Maggie Keller rotates in. Right to Keller in the front row. Here comes Hawley with the sends it down with authority. Oh, they're going to say she was into the net. So Hawley was into the net, they said. It was a good attempt, though. Abby Keller gets it across. Here we go. Howell passes behind to Hawley and drops it in the near side. Sierra Hawley now 4 kills, 2 assists for Sophie Howell. And Sierra goes back to serve, set point for the Big Blue Slam as Jada Bulis now to rotate in. Keller to Keller. Honchel swings it across. Jada Bulis to the near side, leaving it for Viers Baker, who just rolls it over the top of the net. Triton takes his first set 25-8. We'll take a break. Be back here for the second set right after this.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see A future leader, learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their two-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Terrace, the Trojan Trench. I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here tonight, we got Caitlin and Caden running our cameras for us this evening, and the Hall of Famer Orion are here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network. As Triton took that first set 25-8, both with 4 kills in that first set with Sierra Hawley and Avery Viers Baker, with Clara Dahl with 6 assists and 3 aces apiece for Dahl and Sophie Howell. Winamac to settle back in, as that will send back Abby Keller. She'll be in the back row with Roush and Malco. Roth will be in the front line with Foster and Hannah Meyer. Dahl, Savannah, and Sierra Hawley in the front line for Triton. Sophie Howell, Lydia Hammond, and Avery Viers Baker the back row here to start the second set. Viers Baker on the return. Dahl puts the near side. Hawley rolls it across. Roth there with the dig. Keller brings it back into play. Roush swings, drops it down. Triton did not quite return as Derek Evelyn almost got ran over there. Not often you get a shot at the coach.
Unless it's softball.
Well.
Then you have a chant for it.
Hawley gets it across. Keller now setting it up to Roth on the far side. Swings, drops it down. Viers Baker with the dig. Sarah Hawley tips it with the left hand, but she'll cross underneath the net. And the Warriors start with a 2-point lead here in this second set. Here's Baker, drives it. Could not get it back across. The second set this season, the Trojans are 15-10. Dahl setting it a little far in front for Hawley. He's got to put on the brakes. The Warriors can't recover. Of course, the girls got their new jackets today, I believe.
Oh, those black ones?
Yeah, they're pretty slick. Rain jackets almost. Well, it seems a little bit warm to be wearing long sleeves here, or is it just me? Could be just me. Roth will set it, but she'll collide into the net.
At least the AAC is back on today.
That'd be a no-go for me. I had to go somewhere the other day. It was hot outside, and they had the heater on.
Oh, my.
Oh, it was miserable. Sierra Hawley's serve goes into the net. It would have been so bad if it wasn't like 80 degrees, 80, 90 degrees outside. Roth sends it. Triton somehow scrambles and recovers. Good play by Sophie Howell up front. A nice swing there from Foster. Triton could not get it back across, and now the Warriors now 3-point lead here in the second set. Roth again. Sophie Howell leaves it for Hawley, who swings it through, and a good dig there by Roth keeps it alive. Howell to the near side. Viers Baker swings, drives it down, but just out the back line. It was out the back row. Howell leaves it for Viers Baker, who changes it up speeds as Roush keeps it alive. The pass up to the near side to Meyer. And now the bump kill for Savannah Hawley. Now Jillian Bulis will rotate in. Ooh, Avery's like been target practice here tonight. She got hit in the net. Almost took out Coach Evelyn. Glad I'm up here tonight. Maggie Keller sends it. Dahl sets the near side. Viers Baker with the left hand. Good find there. Kind of had Roth out of position there just a little bit. Dahl to serve. Keller. To Keller, and Meyer swings, but couldn't quite get it to drive across the net. Had the right idea. Trojans now down by 2 as Meadway will check in on the front line. Now wearing the number 14. Dahl back to serve. Keller leaves it for Meyer, who sets it deep to the corner. Dahl with the stop. Sierra Hawley leaves it for Viers Baker, who gets it across. Keller to Roush, swings, drives it down. Meyer back to serve. Still held in that lead. The senior with a nice serve to the corner, gets the ace. Now, Winamac, like I said, I got to look at the record because they went 5 sets with Caston and with Culver. A couple teams that Culver Triton did lose to in their own tournament. This is a team that likes to fight. Malco blocked up front. Stichter again. Roth. Keller sets it across. Triton dialing it up now as Dahl will push to the near side. Viers Baker swings, drives it down. No one home. Now Savannah Hawley back in the ball game. She'll do that little swing as the libero Lydia Hammond takes her place in the back row. And Viers Baker will serve from the near side corner. Dickinson up near the, gets that one across. Dahl, give and go to Hawley. Malco with the dig. To Roush in the middle, swings, drives it down. Roush picking up a pair of kills here in this second set. Winamac hits the 10-point mark. Malco back to serve again. Settles in. Hawley on the return. Dahl gives it right back. And a free ball now for the Winamac Warriors as Roush. Meadway, nice position there. Addie Stichter reaches to the top shelf and sends it down. Meadway with the assist. Good recognition by Addie Stichter to drop that one down. Hammond on the serve. Roth calls for it. Triton now dialing up. Dahl to Hawley. The dig there by Keller. Abby Keller leaves it for Roth. Stopped again by Lydia Hammond. Hawley keeps it across. A little bit of a rally. Roth winds up but swings that one into the net. In the first set when Triton went on a large run, Lydia Hammond was back to serve and currently holding that position right now. Hammond on the serve as Abby Keller leaves it for Roush. Hawley pushes it to the back row. Keller, Abby Keller now with the pass to Roth, who swings the dig by Avery Viers Baker. Hawley drops it down. Again, another rally between these two sides. Viers Baker changes up speeds. Good job by the front line of Winamac, and Hawley's hit goes out of bounds. Winamac gets a point, and Sophie Howell to rotate in. Brooke Roush back again to serve. Gets the location by coach. Howell leaves it for Hawley. Goes right down with it. Savannah Hawley now with 3 kills tonight. Sophie picking up her 4th assist. And she goes back to serve. 2 points separate the two sides. Malco leaves it for Keller. Roth swings. The stop by Hammond. And a free ball now for the Warriors. See what they do with it. Keller, Roth swings. Here's Baker with the dig. Hawley from Howell. Malco brings it back in. And it doesn't have enough gas to get across the net. Trojans down by 1. Sophie settles in. Dickinson to Keller, leaving it up front. The block by Savannah Hawley for the equalizer. And we're all knotted up at 11 as Hosanna Chupp now rotates into the front line. Sophie Howell serve goes into the net. Meyer rotates in for Dickinson. As Abby Keller back to serve. Savannah Hawley leaves it for Viers Baker, who drives and drops it down. Avery picks up her 7th kill of the match. 3rd here in this set. Triton with back-to-back serves going into the net. And now Natalie Crooks will check in. She'll take a spot in the back row. Sierra Hawley gets a quick breather. Roth swings that one deep out the back line. Nice job by Hammond to run it off the back line. And now Hawley. Savannah Hawley back to serve. Roush with the stop. And now the Trojans will run that one off the line, out of bounds. And they take their first lead here of the second set. Natalie Crooks, a freshman, has shown flashes in her time here on the varsity floor. Does really nice. A double hit call. Triton climbs, but Crooks has provided some nice moments this year, going to develop into a nice player. Savannah Hawley back to serve. Deep serve. Warriors elect to keep it alive as Triton now with an opportunity on the free ball. Howell, Viers, Baker. Roth with the dig. Now to Malco, she'll swing. Crooks with the stop. Hawley to Crooks. 3 balls deep into the back line, and it drops down. Crooks with the kill. And a timeout for the Warriors.
Not sure I got that. Let's see. It probably caught the end of it. Oh.
Yep, just dropped in that back line.
What am I doing tomorrow night?
Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm watching film. Because Wednesday nights is film night. Wasn't last week.
Oh, junior high's at home.
There you go.
Oh, we're going to leave some stuff here.
There you go. Positives. Got to look for the positives. I tried that all day Sunday. There was not a lot of positives. Other than my fantasy teams both won. 4 teams that I...
How do you actually win? Like,
I had more points than the other guy.
Oh.
And it was against Caden. It was against 2 TTSN alums, too.
Do they, like, count the points that teams that your players scored on?
Or? No. It depends on if you had a catch, how long was the catch, how many passing yards, how many rushing touchdowns, rushing yards, things like that. But I beat 2 TTSN alums. I beat Caden and Gavin. Hawley, again, did Avery get hit in the face again? We're going to have to get a meter started up here or something. Avery might need to go borrow one of the football players' helmets. Targeted twice now. Keller serves. Howell leaves it for Viers Baker. Keller with the stop. Roth to the near side to Meyer, who sets it across, but a double hit call by the ref gives the Trojans a 3-point advantage. Now Clara Dahl back in the ball game. She will go back to serve. I don't know. It got really close, though, last night with me and Caden.
Your fantasy thing or what?
Yes, my fantasy thing. Yes, it got. He was taunting at one point. Roth now leaves it for Keller. Roush swings, drives it down. Here's Baker, rolls it across, and she will get the kill. It's kill number 8. Roth serve goes out. Triton hits the 20-point mark. Keller can't quite bring that one in a tip. Stahl picks up the ace. Is this the only high school game this week?
I think so.
Because next week's at Pioneer, a week from tonight. Of course, Friday we'll be down in North Judson for the football. Orion will be here for junior high tomorrow night. Caitlin, what do you got going on? Anything special?
Not this week. October's going to be very busy, though.
Oh, there you go. Malco fades away, drives it across. Dahl leads it to the near side. Viers Baker swings through the block and drops it down. I need October to take its sweet time. I got a lot to learn before I'm at the controls at my house. Roth, Keller leaves it for Meyer, who swings and drops it down.
You mean you have to become a housewife?
the term is stay-at-home dad that week. I have to learn how to meet my arch nemesis, the laundry machine. I'm a little bit terrified of it. Dishwasher, I think I can figure that one out. She won't be there to judge my. As that one goes out. Triton wanting a tip.
I'd rather do laundry than dishes.
Well, I don't load the dishwasher right, so no one will be there to criticize my dishwasher loading skills. That circles out the back line. Set point for the Trojans as Viers Baker back to serve. Cunningham rotates in. Dickinson rotates in for the Warriors. And the Warriors will get it across, but it goes out of bounds. Triton takes the second set 25-16. We'll take a break. Back here for the third right after this.
Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working on his shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, third set about to get underway as Triton took that last one 25-16. Of course, we got Steve Stichter watching from Branson, Missouri tonight. Alexa's watching, and I beg to differ. I stacked the dishwasher for efficiency. Michelle just doesn't agree. I'll bet Ian stacks it efficiently. Loading the dishwasher, Trent was giving me instructions on the way back from Bloomington.
That was the conversation.
Oh wait, well we had all sorts of conversations. Trent and I covered everything. We're good to go. So, of course, Triton, like we said, only game this week. Then they'll be at Pioneer next week. They'll host South Bend Career Academy. That'll be October 2nd. It's the final home game of the year. Then they'll be at Plymouth, at Casson, and out South Central. The regular season, I believe they have the other tournament as well. Still.
We have another tournament?
The Dunes, is the Dunes tournament up then?
We do that still?
I don't know. But either way, we rounded out with those 3 road games. And then the trip to South Central at the end of the year, if you're going to want to go watch in person, the sectional will be at South Central. We don't do it? Okay. I couldn't remember. I'm known to miss a detail or two in my schedule. Sierra Hawley back to serve. Keller leaves it for Foster. Viers Baker over the front line. Gets the kill. Number 10 for her tonight. Hawley settles in. Keller leaves it for Foster, who swings and drives it down. Good swing there by Miley Foster. Of course, we had some good food this weekend, too. That pizza was awesome on Saturday. The Tuscaloosa, whatever that was good.
I have to see if I can replicate that at another.
Gonna have to. Malco pushes to the front line as Moyer's hit goes into the net. Between that and the what was the pig one called? I don't know. It was good too. Never ate some. I mean, I ate my fill of pizza. Savannah Hawley goes to the back row. Malco on the return. Hawley calls for it, gets it across. Roth now trying to push the defense. Dahl leaves it to the near side as Hawley goes to the back line. Keller leaves it for Meyer, who swings. Stopped by Savannah Hawley. Dahl with the bump set to Viers. Baker. And look at the Warriors recovering. Stichter sets it back across. Double hit is the call. Now tied at 2. And Avery's poster has found the floor. It's okay. Mom's on her way. She's going to get her fit repaired. Need that alien tape.
They're not using that anymore?
I don't know. Dahl pushes to the near side. Viers Baker rolls it across. Keller with the stop. Roth with the pass to Malco, who gets it across. Howell, Viers Baker swings. The dig there by Roush keeps it alive. Sophie Howell again from Viers Baker. Twice. Drops it down. Have her now down for 11 kills on the evening. Clara Dahl back to serve again. Roush with the stop. Keller up to the front side up near the net. There's Sophie Howell elevating to the top shelf. Keller back to Malco. Sends it across. Triton recovers from Viers Baker. Roush on the front line. There goes Addie Stichter, the Tower of Terror on the front line there. The freshman doing a nice job on the front line tonight. Clara Dahl, deep serve to the back row. Roush to Foster. Dahl, Viers Baker, swings and drives it down. Cunningham going to rotate in for Howell. Oh. That was a moving substitution. Malco tipped in. Viers Baker up near the front line. Good find by Malco. Maggie Keller back to serve. Hawley reads it. Howell to the back row to Clara Dahl, and that hit goes wide of the mark, out of bounds. Winamac down by 1. Maggie Keller again. Another nice serve to the near side. Abby Keller leaves it for Roush. Blocked up front. Viers Baker and Stichter combined for that one. Addie Stichter with 35 blocks coming into today. 64 for Viers Baker. And an ace for Avery. Viers Baker settles in. Triton with a 3-point advantage. Keller leaves it for Meyer. Gets it across. Dahl with the dig. Hawley up near the front line. Tips it across. The Warriors recover, but a double hit call by the up ref. Winamac doing some nice things. Just not quite getting some of the calls. This is a young team. Got to admire their grit. Dahl pushed the near side. Sierra Hawley tips it across. and gets the kill. Hawley picks up her 5th kill. And a timeout for Winamac. So what did you do after you got back late Saturday night? It took me a little while to fall asleep. I caught the tail end of
I had to see
Michigan
who,
State.
who did the teepee in.
Oh, that's right. That's what you did.
I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, well.
The teepeeing?
I think
yeah.
they got Rick too. I went by his house, but his trees are really tall. I don't think they could reach. He's just got that one bush. It had some still in it.
I slept.
I'm gonna ask my neighbor if she wants me to put a camera up. Next time we'll get him. That or it'll just keep him from doing it.
Well, mine's completely covered. Thank goodness.
Or get
Screens get knocked out and things like that happen. Now substitution as Huddleston will check in for Meyer. Huddleston to Roush, who sets it across. Here's Baker. Dahl to the near side to Hawley. Stretches the defense as that one goes into the crowd. And Sarah Hawley picks up her 6th kill. Assist number 13 for Clara Dahl. Cunningham on the front line with Stichter and Sierra Hawley as Viers Baker again to serve. Malco with the return. Roth up to the front line. Keller sets it across. Dahl leaving it up near the net. Not a play, but it'll hang up and hit the antenna. Out of bounds it will go. There wasn't a play for Winamac. Kind of stayed right on top of the net and hit the antenna. What do we got?
Here he's watching, and it says she's or whoever it is. It's 4 a.m. in the morning where she's watching from.
Where's that at? Huddleston serving into the net.
4 hours plus.
Well, it's tomorrow.
8+ hours.
Rouse gets it across. Dahl sets it to Hawley, who tips over the front line. Winamac back on the attack. Malco sets it across. Triton dialing it up. Dahl, Sierra Hawley drops it down. Now Jillian Bulis to rotate in for Viers Baker. We get a rest.
Oh,
I said Jillian Diggins. That was Jada that checked in. Roush. Dahl leaves it for Hawley. Swings out the back line. So Jada Bulis, Lydia Hammond, Clara Dahl out there for Triton on the back row. Howell and Sierra and Savannah Hawley in the front line. Malco back to serve. Sophie brings it back into play. Savannah Hawley gets it across. Dickinson to Keller up to the front line. Rouse over the front row. Savannah Hawley goes to the back line. Roth from Keller into the net. Now Lexi Kaufman to rotate in for Jada Bulis. Now Sophie back to serve. Return by Malco. There's Savannah Hawley up front again. 4th kill for her. Howell again. Winamac back on the return. Roush will send it across. Howell dialing it up to the near side. Sierra Hawley stopped by Malco. And the Warriors will get it across. Good effort. Roth swings out the back line, but they're going to get a Trojan into the net. Point belongs to Winamac. Now Foster rotate in. Viers Baker back in as Kaufman gets a break. Sophie Howell keeps it alive. Clara Dahl's hit does not quite clear. Triton using every player here tonight in this match. Winamac doing the same. Dahl leaves it for Hawley, who swings the dig there by Malco. Keller to Foster. Savannah Hawley through the block. Winamac will get caught. Well, cannot quite get that one across. They're going to get called for 4 hits. Couldn't quite clear it. A little hesitation there in the front line. Chup now back in the ball game as Sierra Hawley back to serve. Oh, Vinny's all set. He's down there with his helmet. Roth swings. What a swing by Roth. Picking up her second kill and a nice assist there from Abby Keller. And now Keller goes back to serve. Meyer will rotate in for Dickinson, and she'll work on the front line. Out to the near side. Viers Baker sends it down, and Winamac cannot bring it back into play. Crooks now to check back in the ball game. Savannah Hawley back to serve. Keller lays it for Roth, who swings and goes out the outside. Gives a good swing, just wide of the mark. Savannah Hawley again. That serve curves out away. Lydia Hammond will rotate in for Hawley. Clara Dahl back in the ball game for Chuck. Grace Roth back to serve. Crooks on the return. Dahl sets it across, and the Warriors can't get it back over. Nice play by Clara Dahl on the front line. Clara settles in, line drive serve, and another ace for Clara Dahl, 5 on the night. Oh, they got the stickers on the helmets this week. Roush on the return. Malco sets it. And a double hit call on the Warriors. Midway back in the ball game for Sophie Howell. Foster hits it across. Viers Baker with the one-handed hit to keep it alive. Malco swings, drives it down, but that one goes out of bounds. Sarah Hawley checks in, trying over the 20-point mark now. Clara Dahl. Roth now leaves it for Malco. Free ball for the Trojans, something to dial up here. Viers Baker swings and gets it to drop. Right now 3 points away. Roush leaves it for Keller. Myers' hit goes into the net. Dahl again. Addie Stichter goes top shelf and drops it down. The Tower of Terror again up on the front line. And now match point for Triton. Keller leaves it across the way to Malco. Tipped up there by the Trojans. So it will stay alive. As things stand, Triton will pick up their 4th conference win, improve to 4-2 in conference play. They will be 10-5 here at home and 17-9 on the year. Viers Baker drives it, but 4 hits. Triton playing very well on their home floor this year, 10-5. After this one, Sophie Howell leaves it for Viers Baker, swings, and that's gonna do it. Triton wins 25-12 here in this 3rd set. They picked up the win in the 2nd set, 25-16, 25-8. Viers Baker with 15 kills in the night, 15 assists for Clara Dahl. Sierra Hawley with 7 kills, 4 kills for Savannah Hawley, 3 kills for Addie Stichter. Sophie Howell with 7 assists. She had 3 aces. Clara Dahl had 5. And I had Stichter down for 3 blocks, 2 blocks for Viers Baker, and 1 for Savannah Hawley. So that's going to do it here tonight from the Terrace of Trojan Trench. We're going to hang it up here, and until next time, remember the Trojan way.